Oh, just turn it off. What did you learn about the team this year, overall, from beginning to end?
Um, I think what Coach Underwood touched on, and here after the game, hindsight is always 20/20, and I think we got a lot of potential in this ball club, honing in on the details and all the little things throughout the grind of a season and throughout the course of games. It's what will take us to that next level. And I think we got a team full of guys who want to win more than anything, and who ultimately want to get better. So
One thing that stuck out is that you never, as a team, seemed to get that 7 seconds, that shot in the first 7 seconds, because like a guy would rebound it and take a couple of seconds to find T-John or Trent with the ball. How can you change that?
that's something we gotta work on in the off season. Just I think that's a part of becoming more connected as a team, and once we come to that level of connectedness as a unit, that'll just happen. That'll just happen.
Everybody talks about Trent because he's all Big Ten, freshman team.
Yeah, he's big time.
Talk about some of the other young guys and the development that you saw with them.
Tremendous growth from all of them. From day one in preseason up until now. Matisse doesn't get his just. He comes in and fights every day in practice. His skill level is through the roof. It's just that freshman curve. You gotta get over it. And I think he'll be a big part of what we're doing here going forward. Mark Smith. Awesome. Every day, like I said, he comes in and fights, and he works on his game, more than anybody. He cares about the game, he cares about his craft, and he wants to win. The same thing with DeMonte. You don't find freshmen like that who come in and know how to play the game like he does. His basketball IQ is through the roof, and all of these guys are going to be a big part of what I'm doing. Greg, super growth throughout the year, and learning those little things, and I think as we move forward, this core young guys, we can do big things with.
How would you evaluate this year one under Brad Underwood?
Like I said, hindsight is always 20/20, and I think that it really hit me, personally, what he touched on in the locker room after the game. All those little things that we didn't execute on that we should have throughout the season is really the difference. And my perspective on it is the sky's the limit. So yeah.
You personally tonight, your game, 31 points. What was working for you? How you feel like your performance was?
You trust in what the coaches implement the offense. It worked out. My teammates found me, so that was just it.
Coach is pretty hard on you in the early going and in the huddles and stuff. Obviously,
he's always hard on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been noticed by people who observe that. It's kind of an interesting dynamic because you're a laid back guy.
Yeah.
He's an intense guy.
Yeah.
Just talk about that.
I think I need it. And he does it with good intent. And he pushes all our guys to their wit end, because he sees something in us that we might not see ourselves sometimes. And so I listen, I take heed to what he's saying, because his coaching is with good intention, and he's a great basketball mind, but even better guy. You know what I'm saying? So
He wants you to not be the mellow, friendly dude once you get on the court.
that's right.
Seems like consistency was an issue for you this year. What are you going to do, or how do you change that next year?
Taking the off season and not just focusing on basketball, but mentally, growing mentally, and I think that'll be a big part for me. Yeah.
How would you describe the mood in this locker room right now, or 5-10 minutes ago?
I mean, and we lost. Our season is over. So I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's. I mean, whenever you go through all this with a group of guys, and you go through the grind of the season, a preseason, workouts, and early in the morning, late nights, whenever you invest that much with a group of guys that you call your brothers, when it comes to an end, it's awful. So.
Thanks, Kip. We'll see you next year.
Appreciate it.
Oh.